So Nicole,
Yeah?
let's talk Gatito.
Askaloo.
So today we are in Swansea and in the airshow. Oh, there's some beats. We're in the airshow and we're going to be looking around the different stalls.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at our different stalls and interviewing them to see what they do in their stall. Hi, what is your stand about?
So our charity is called Elaborate. So we help homeless people. So in Wales, we help homeless veterans. So anyone that served in the armed forces and is struggling and ends up homeless, our charity helps them into accommodation.
How do you feel about homeless people?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, that's the one big reason why our charity is set up, because we don't want anyone that is homeless. So if anyone is on the streets or sleeping in their cars, they can get hold of us and then we can help them and put them into one of our houses, and we have got staff that work there to try and help them if they've got mental health problems and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be really helpful for homeless people.
Yeah.
Do you think homeless people are homeless by choice or?
I don't think anyone is homeless by choice. I think everyone is one horrible decision or mistake away from being homeless. So this is where we try and help out. So if somebody hasn't got enough money and can't afford a house, or if somebody maybe got in trouble and then they couldn't get back out of trouble again, we try and help them then to get them into housing, to try and get jobs, and they've got safe accommodation with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking the questions.
Natalie, I wonder what that one's about. It says Tesco. Tesco is normally just about a food shop.
But it looks like it's about something different there. Hi.
Hiya.
Well, what's your stall about?
So we are SAFA, we're the Armed Forces charity. So we look after veterans, serving personnel and their families when they're coming out of military service or when they've been out of military service and they're struggling either with financial issues. We've got some mental health help. We signpost for housing, and then we have volunteers here doing some fundraising as well for the charity.
How do you give them help?
So what we do is we get money for them for things that they need. So say we've got a homeless veteran, what we would do is we'd be able to get them money for a bond for their first month's rent, get them into a flat. With some other organisations we would find them a house or a flat to get them into, but we would give them the money, and then we would be able to finance putting all of their furniture and everything that they needed inside their flat. So we would be able to obtain the money for them to build that up so that they can build their lives back.
What other organisations do you work with?
We work with the RBL, which is just down there, so they're the poppy people, work with them. We work with Help the Heroes. We work with some funding from military services, so the RAF have a benevolent fund, so we go to them for services as well, and then we signpost out to people like the Poppy Factory or the employment forces and their veteran services that help them get employment if they haven't got any employment, so we do signposting to those.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. It's an absolute pleasure.
Hi.
Hiya, how are you doing?
What is your stand about?
So our stand is for the Royal Navy recruitment stand. So we're here trying to advertise what the Royal Navy do in terms of airspace and stuff like that. We're also trying to give a broader explanation of what the Royal Navy do around the UK and for the world.
Okay, so what does the Royal Navy do?
So currently, our main job is to look after humanitarian aid, as well as look after critical infrastructure for the UK. So 90% of all imports that come into the UK, so 90% of the economy is from the ocean and from the seas. So it's our job to make sure that that's protected, as well as to provide humanitarian aid across the world. So if there's ever disaster relief, so after hurricanes and stuff like that, we go there to support, as well as just be a general presence around the world to make sure that there's a safe presence across the sea.
You know them things hanging up on the walls?
The suits, yes.
Yeah. Are there any differences between all of the suits?
Yes, so all of them have got a very specific job. So on the left, the two over there, they are both sea safety suits. So once you're on there, the one on the slightly more silky one, the one with the different material, that's a submarine survival suit. So the point of that is when a submarine, if at any point needs to be rescued, or if any individuals like sailors or officers need to come up to be saved, they put that on. it inflates, they rush up to the top, and they're in orange then, so they can be seen by search and rescue. The one in the middle, the black one, is a dry suit, or a wetsuit, sorry. So that is what you typically see the divers behind you wearing, and that's what they wear to go in, to keep them warm, to keep them in a suitable environment, ready to prepare. And then the two on the right are flight suits. So the one in the green on the left, that's a flight suit. You can tell by the leg patches where they put their maps and they put the information on a flight. But you can also tell that it's ready for if it needs to do an emergency water landing. It's also a wetsuit similar to the one on the left. The one on the right is just your generic flight suit. So it's a bit more light and breezy. It's not as heavy as the one on the left. It's all right.
So, Natalie,
Sorry,
what do you think about the air show?
I think it was really good. It wasn't that bad. I think last year, the last 2 years were better. But Nicole, how was the air show?
I think it was really fun, but if they showed the red arrows a little bit later than 12 o'clock, then it would be a bit more better.
I think because not everybody can wake up as early and get here on time. So if they showed the red arrows, it would have been much better.
Yeah.
Which stand did you like the most?
Ooh, the stand that I liked the most was the one that they help homeless people. Because I think it's really nice how they help homeless people get a home. What was your favourite stand?
My favorite stand was the Royal Navy because of the sea and how the suits that they were explaining were really cool.
Yeah.
It was really exciting.
I agree. So, guys, we'll see you again
It's been great at the air show. We'll see you guys again
next year.
Sawira pore pore, takwira nyore nyore.